guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in and continuing to come back and watch these videos that I'm creating. It really does mean a lot to me, and when I see the comments and the likes, it really does encourage me and motivates me to keep going with this. So in today's video, I'm going to be discussing what may be considered a heavy topic for some. So yeah, I'll just get right into it. Yesterday was a tough day for me. It was kind of hard. And it was a really powerful reminder of why we are doing what we're doing, why my family and I have decided to move to Ethiopia. So yesterday was, started out as a completely normal day. We went to Jonah's soccer game in the morning. And, the weather was nice. It was a great day. The kids had fun out there playing the game. And later, after the game was finished, my husband had to go to work. So, my mom and my sister kind of hung out with me for a little bit at the soccer field, and they have a playground there. So the kids were, out there playing on the playground for a few minutes. And then I decided, okay, it's time to go back home, eat lunch, and take a nap and do the rest of our day. So I pack up all the kids, get everybody in the car, we're driving home, and I just feel a heaviness on me. Which actually I had been feeling since the start of the day, but kind of was just trying to ignore it and keep going. But as I was driving home, the heaviness was getting heavier, if that makes sense. And I think it was just going through my mind of, here we are, once again, I'm going back home. It's going to be me and the kids all the rest of the day till my husband comes home way later in the evening. And I think just mentally going through I guess the stress of being there by myself with the three of the kids. And don't get me wrong, I love my kids to life more than anything. I really love those boys, and I'm so blessed that God has given them to me. But I have been working from home, actually not working, on maternity leave for about, I don't know, I'm losing track of time, maybe 13 weeks at this point or so, give or take a week. And it has been kind of a day-to-day cycle, the same thing every day, feeling sleep deprived because my littlest baby is not getting the fact that he's supposed to sleep at night. he missed that memo. So he's been up and I've been up with him. And so it's just been kind of weighing and wearing me down. So yesterday it was I reached a breaking point where I was just like, enough is enough. I can't keep going in this same cycle. And, I will say, my husband is very supportive and he is extremely helpful, but he has to work and, he has to go into his job and because of his position with the company he works for, he works a lot of hours. And, I'm grateful for the job and for the salary that he makes and all of that. But yesterday I said, Lord, there has to be a better way, because parenting is a two-person job. Raising children is a two-person job. And my heart goes out to every person out there who is doing it on their own. You are strong. You're doing a good job. So be encouraged, because I know how hard it is. My husband comes home from work every day, and still those hours during the day when he's not here are hard, and especially when you're not getting enough sleep, and especially when it's just, you don't have other maybe mothers or friends around you to support you and to support each other and to encourage each other and all that stuff, it gets very stressful and it gets very lonely. So shout out to all of you out there who are doing it on your own. I know it's hard, but be encouraged. I see you and I feel you. There was a mother I was talking to recently whose husband is being deployed. He's in the Air Force, I believe, and he's going to be gone from his family for 6 months. And I could see, and they have 3 kids as well, and I could see the heaviness on her. And I was like, if you need anything, we are moving in January, but we're here now. Through the holidays, her husband's going to be gone and all that stuff. If you need anything, please reach out. I'm here. I want to help you as much as I can help you. Maybe we can help each other. But I really felt for her. And I talked to other mothers who experience the same thing. And I'm sure the same is true of single fathers. That's not my experience, so I can't necessarily speak to that. I'm sure there are other struggles that fathers go through as well. But I think specifically as a woman, and speaking from a woman's perspective, we need each other. We need to bind together and go through this together, because as much as I feel lonely and stressed, caring for my boys throughout each day, I'm sure there are other women who feel exactly the same way. So yeah, I was, talking to the Lord about this and reading my Bible, and what came into my spirit was that Babylon is fallen. And so I read Revelation chapter 18, verses 1 through 4. And you can go in and read that and research what it says. But basically what was confirmed to me is that there is an oppressive spirit in the earth that is working against the Spirit of God, especially in everyone's lives, but especially in the lives of Christians and those who know God and who follow him and seek him and live for him. I was watching this other video on YouTube of a man from Cameroon, a country in Africa, and he was talking about the struggle that he endured to come to America for a better life. And he spoke in his video, in the interview that he did, about getting here and realizing the life he left was actually the better life. And that was such an eye-opener for me, because a lot of people desire to come to America, desire to come to Europe, desire to come to these Western civilizations in search of a better life. And what I am going to tell you today is that people in the West have more things, but they don't have more money necessarily, because they're spending a lot of money to buy the things and maintain the things and keep up with a certain lifestyle. Another thing, people in the West have more conveniences in terms of, washing machines and multiple cars and microwaves and TVs and fast internet and all that. We have more conveniences, but life is not easier. And the Western world and Western civilizations, this isn't heaven. I think there are pluses and minuses to being in the Western world, but you have to be smart and you have to know how to use what is available in these nations for your good, and not to let them, the conveniences and all the things use you, because you will end up in a state of sadness or depression and feeling like you're in a rat race. And here is the secret about the rat race. Are you ready for it? You're racing, you're running, you're striving to achieve, climbing the corporate ladder, doing all of these things, but it's in a controlled environment and you are not getting anywhere. That's the secret. I'm letting it out. You're hustling, you're working, you're climbing, you're achieving in a controlled environment and not getting anywhere. At the end of the day, you likely have a 30-year, 15-year maybe mortgage that in and of itself feels oppressive. You don't actually own that home, or maybe you're renting and pretty much just throwing money away. You have these nice and fancy cars with a car note, so you don't actually own the car, and then by the time you do own it, it starts to break down, and all these problems and issues and things, and so back to parenting and the family unit. That is the basic building block of any society, the family unit. And when there are breakdowns in the family unit, it affects not just the family, it affects the society as a whole. And so, I was just thinking about all this yesterday, and really brought to tears and sadness over the fact that, we have all of this, we have a nice house and nice cars, and still I feel stressed and overwhelmed and unhappy to a degree, where I am. And, I was talking with my mom, and she said something that really brought it home for me, was that money isn't everything. And it's so true. Money is not everything. Family is what's important. My husband was talking to his brother in Ethiopia the other day and explaining, how we struggle so much. We as Americans struggle so much in this nation, and that it isn't just, roses and butterflies and rainbows all the time. And, the fact that we work so hard and we don't have help and we don't have time for relationships, our own marriage or even outside relationships with other people and friends. And his brother said, wow, I think we live better here. And it's true. The quality of life is better in many of these African nations because they have freedom. They are free. They may not have as many things as we have. They may not have as many conveniences as we have, but they are living free. And there's such a simplicity to life there. And I know God does not want us to feel overwhelmed and burdened and oppressed by a system, which I believe is the Babylonian system. I'm not saying America is Babylon, or Europe, any nation in Europe is Babylon or anything like that. I think there is a Babylonian system at play that is working to break down the family unit, that makes us feel stressed and overwhelmed. And the Lord said in Revelation 18, chapter 4, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues." There's a better way. We can come out. It's not easy. The system was designed to keep you in it, to keep you wanting things, to keep you enjoying the luxury, enjoying the conveniences, that you feel afraid to let go of it because of the unknown. You don't know that there is a better life. There's a better way. You think that this is the best way because it's so convenient and it's nice having air conditioning and fast internet and all this stuff. But it doesn't really matter. And that's the other secret that I'm giving you today, is that the system was designed this way. When you see the breakdown in the family units, when a father or mother is working all the time, or maybe have to work opposite shifts so that one person can be with the kids all the time because childcare is so expensive. When you see that there are broken families and broken marriages and broken children, it's designed to be that way. And I'm not going to get into all the controversy behind it, but I'm telling you, it's by design. And we're coming out of it. We are coming out of this Babylonian system. I'm tired physically, I'm tired emotionally, I'm tired mentally. I am no longer going to allow my family to be partakers in this Babylonian system. We are no longer going to be trapped here, because I'm perfectly okay with letting go of the stuff. A friend of mine said, came to visit our house and looked at all the stuff in the nice house that we have and said, "Are you sure you want to leave?" I'm okay with letting go. I can let it all go today, because I desire a different quality of life. I desire a different kind of life that I can have, that will be more valuable than any of the things that we have. My marriage is strong now, but it will be stronger when we're able to be together and spend more time together daily, all the time, when we're not feeling stressed and overwhelmed. And to me, it feels like it's not even just the job that is, having to work that is stressful and overwhelming. It's in the air. Like, it's in the atmosphere. That's why I said, an oppressive spirit that is just kind of hovering, and I want to get out from under it, and now is our time. Now is the time. God said go. He told us to go. I don't know what he's telling anybody else to do, but he told us to go. And we're letting go of fear. We're letting go of the desire for comfort, or leaning on the money and making money our God. We're letting go of that and saying, you know what, God, we trust you and we're going to obey. And so, I don't want to take too much time on this video, but I feel better just expressing that, getting that off my chest. I hope that you all heard something and got something out of it. And I just want to reiterate, be encouraged. There is a better way. You don't have to hang on to this life that many of us are living in the Western world. You don't have to. You're free to let it go and pursue a different way. And I know it might feel hard and it might feel scary, but seek the Lord on how you may be able to walk this path. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. As always, please remember to like, comment, and share this video. Seeing the likes, like I said, seeing the comments, it really encourages me, motivates me to keep going. This is a journey that I'm on, that my family and I are on, and I love sharing it with you all. Subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you'll always be notified when I post a new video. All right, guys, that's enough. I'll see you in the next one.